Friends, today we are making a triple batch of chocolate chip cookies, and we're gonna be using this ZACME stand mixer. And right now it is on a prime deal on Amazon. You can find all the details linked down below in this video's description. We're gonna go over all the features of this amazing stand mixer. I'm gonna show it to you, and we're gonna see if this industrial strength stand mixer can handle all of these ingredients that we're gonna be putting into our dairy-free chocolate chip cookies. So we do need to make things dairy-free in this house. You can use regular butter in your chocolate chip cookies, but we're just using a standard chocolate chip cookie recipe, and we are gonna put 3 whole recipes in this massive mixer and see how this mixer handles it. I'm gonna give you my full review in today's video. So we are using the Simple Truth semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can get them at Kroger's, Fred Meyer's. They're the free from all allergens. And we've got the semi-sweet chocolate chips, and we're also gonna put in some of the chunks. And we've got our 2 bags of the semi-sweets in there. I just wanted to show you, and I'm using the recipe on the back. And then this is the Country Crock plant-based butter, or I guess it's margarine, and I just got fancy and called it that. And then we also have some Crisco shortening for baking that we're going to combine for this recipe. We've got some eggs, salt, baking soda, vanilla, the chocolate chips, and then over here we've got our flours and our sugar. So we actually have to make some brown sugar because we don't have any, but we do have plenty of white sugar or organic cane sugar. We get this from Azure Standard. We buy it in bulk by the 25 or 50 pound bags. So we're gonna start with that first because we do need to make some brown sugar. To make brown sugar, all you have to do is add blackstrap molasses to your regular white sugar. I'm just gonna put a glug or 2 of this molasses. Now, I would recommend, if you are a woman, that you do blackstrap molasses. Now, I have lost my blackstrap molasses in the move. I just haven't found it yet. It's somewhere. So we're just using this regular old-fashioned molasses that we get from Azure Standard, and I buy it in the 1-gallon jugs. Right here, we've got the lock and unlock mechanism to raise and lower. It has a nice light so you can see what you are doing, and then we have the dial over here to turn it on to start mixing. This mixer is noticeably quieter than my other name brand mixers. All that I'm really hearing is the mixing of the ingredients and the slight hum of the fan. Here you see the timer. You can either have it time how long you've been mixing for, or you can have it count down. I went ahead and used the paddle attachment because I'll be using that to make the cookies, but a whisk would have worked even better to mix up this brown sugar. This ZACME stand mixer is a large capacity mixer coming in at 8.4 quarts. We are going to be adding nearly 7 cups of flour plus multiple cups of sugar and chocolate chips in this large stand mixer, and it is going to do a wonderful job getting it all mixed up for us. The first step to making your chocolate chip cookies is to combine all of your dry ingredients into a large bowl and give them a good mix so that they're well incorporated. We're also going to do the same in our stand mixer. We're going to cream together our sugar and shortening or butter, whatever you are using. We're going to cream it together using this paddle attachment. This mixer has 11 different speeds as well as 3 different attachments, so you can whisk, beat, knead all of your recipes. Remove this chrome plate and you can attach a pasta maker or a meat grinder or any of the accessories. From 1 loaf of bread to 4+ loaves of bread, all in this one mixer, you're going to be able to produce so much food, or just a little bit if that's all you need. Make a single batch or make a quadruple batch, which I like to do, and we're doing a triple batch of cookies today. We are going to freeze a bunch of cookie dough balls. There are quite a few postpartum moms in my community, and I want to bless them with some delicious dairy-free cookies. A lot of babies are sensitive to dairy, so we're gonna whip up this batch of cookies for them so that they have the dough in the freezer, and all they have to do is turn on their oven to to 350 degrees and bake these for 12 minutes. And they're gonna have delicious cookies, fresh baked whenever they want. On the bottom left of the mixer, you can see an LED timer there, and that is a countdown timer. You can set that for how long you need your ZACME stand mixer to knead or mix. Need to whip up a bunch of egg whites. This stand mixer can accommodate anywhere between 2 and 20 egg whites all at once. We just added 6 total eggs to this cookie mixture, and next we're gonna add dry ingredients. We have beautifully creamed together all of our sugar and fat as well as vanilla. So now we are going to start adding in our flour by the cupfuls. I'm going in with 2 cups at a time, and we're going to mix that in near thoroughly, but we don't want to overmix it because flour does contain gluten. All-purpose flour does have gluten in it. And if you overwork your cookie dough, then you're gonna end up with a stiffer cookie or a cookie you'll start to form gluten. And we don't wanna form gluten in our cookies because we want our cookies to be crisp, yummy, snappy, delicious, or chewy cookies. We don't want them to be tough. You can see all of our dough is just coming together, so we're gonna stop the mixer and add in all of our chocolate bits and bobs. The stand mixer's lift locking feature is really nice. It holds up the stand mixer out of the way so that I can add a plethora of ingredients. And there's so much room in here. I'm not making a mess. Nothing is spilling over. It's working together beautifully. I will write this chocolate chip cookie recipe down below in this video's description, and there you will also find the ZACME stand mixer link. Right now you can save over $100 for the Amazon Prime Day sale. It's going on for a few days, so definitely check it out and get the best deal there. Linked down below in my video's description. After all of our cookie dough is mixed up, I am using a cookie scoop or a little tiny ice cream scoop, but these are cookie size scoops. They make a smaller one. If you have young kids, you can make smaller cookies. But because I'm making these for postpartum mamas, I am using the larger sized cookie scoop, and we are just gonna put these on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet to flash freeze them before we put them in a 1 gallon Ziploc freezer bag to gift to the mamas. Listen, if I'm gonna go through the effort to bake something, I'm gonna triple batch or quadruple batch bake it. I'm gonna bake it and freeze it, or make it and freeze it to bake it later. But that's what I'm all about. I'm making my life easy. I'm batch cooking things because I have a large family, and because some days I just want to reach into the freezer and grab out some chocolate chip cookie dough and throw it on a baking sheet and bake it. I do this for my family all the time. So anytime we have cookies or I make cookies, I make multiple batches and freeze the dough for a rainy day. And it's such a gift to myself to be able to make food in bulk and freeze some for later. That's a gift to myself because it keeps me out of the kitchen one night. I can make large meals with my ZACME stand mixer and put some away for a rainy day. I'm gonna add some more to these 2 bags as gifts, and then we're gonna also bake some up to take to the moms so that they can enjoy some cookies when we drop off their breakfast burritos. I batch cooked a whole 30 to 40 breakfast burritos to take to these mamas, and that's gonna hopefully help them out for a few mornings.